you need to build the right gun for your environment. We have 3 different rifles here today, all that are personally built out for 3 different purposes. We just want to go into brief details on why it's important to, have a certain setup for certain environments and based off where you live. And I get it. Money is not the easiest thing to come by these days. You may not have enough to get all 3, but I just wanted to go over a few things to kind of get you guys in the right direction. But if you do have some money, go ahead and get you 3 of them. Alright, we're going to start with the CQB speed type build that I have. This one is a Radian build that I built out myself. It's an 11.5-inch barrel. It is a registered SBR. I went with an Aimpoint T2 specifically because I like the Unity fast mount, and it has the ability to have iron sights built into the mount because, if you're going to build a battle rifle, you definitely kind of want to have something that has backup iron sights in a situation where your red dot goes down, you don't have batteries, or something may happen. So it's definitely something to think about. A good light is required on any of these guns. Definitely going to need that. I haven't set these up for night vision yet because I'm poor and night vision's expensive. That being said, this one, the whole purpose of this one was to build for speed, CQB if I must need it, and honestly, this has been the one that I've abused and used, and 11.5 is one of my favorite lengths for where I do live. I mean, we have densely wooded woods around here in Mississippi, so it's not like we just out here shooting across mountain ranges and stuff. So most of my shots are within 100 to 200 yards. I think more people could use something like this if you live in an urban environment, definitely a city. I mean, a lot of people will gravitate towards the little small length barrels, and they're thinking, oh, it's short, it's lighter, it's better. And I get it. You want to be a cool guy, who doesn't like short barrel rifles? Who doesn't want a Draco type feel? Well, I certainly don't. But anyway, if you really want to be a cool guy, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, whatever the hell you got to do. Get in here and talk to me. Let's see what we can do. You definitely want the best thing to protect you and your loved ones. The last video I did was on handguns and everyday carry. This gun is going to be a lot more suitable for everybody's needs without as much training. You still need to train very much on it, but really a rifle it's a lot easier tool to use without the training behind it, I would say. Again, not saying that you don't need the training. You definitely need the training. It's going to definitely make you more efficient with it, but it's a lot easier for someone to pick up a rifle and be able to use it a lot more proficiently than trying to use a handgun that they don't even know how to shoot. This would be more suited for people in urban environments and or people who just need to do a little CQB or just a little quick fire reaction stuff. Now, that being said, there are better options for a dual weapon. A lot of people will ride the 11.5 and put a can on it like this Hux Works right here. And when you add a can to these things, it makes it a little longer, but now you have hearing protection in a house. I wouldn't say it's silent, but it'll definitely make it better on your loved one's ears than just shooting a 5.56 off out of a short barrel rifle in the middle of your house without a can. So I definitely recommend getting a can. That's about it on this one. Like I said, I think this is more ideal for those looking for something for speed, looking for something for urban environments for sure. And whatever you can, really it's up to you though, guys. You can do whatever the hell you want with these things. If you're a beast, you're a beast with the 11.5. Don't let me tell you any different. But it will suit you better to have a little more range and ballistic science behind you, I guess you would say. Or ballistic capability, we'll use that one. Ballistic capabilities out of one of these bigger rifles. Let's go into the biggest long boy we got here. This build, I strictly went for to try to shoot, over 500 to 600 yard mark. Really want to reach out to 1,000 with this. Should be able to. We don't have a range around here that goes past 1,000, so maybe we can make one soon. But for now, why would you want an 18-inch AR-15? Well, the answer is really, why not? Why would you not want an 18-inch AR-15? The gun was designed on a 20-inch platform. Back in the day, they cleared rooms and breached freaking all kind of stuff over in Afghanistan and Iraq with these things with 20 inches. If I'm stuck in the woods, I'm not trying to go into close quarters combat with anyone. I am not some Navy SEAL. I'm not fully high trained tier 1 beast. I'm just a normal everyday civilian like you guys. Well, most of you guys, some of you probably are in the military. So I built this one strictly to stay out of everybody's way. If I'm deep off in the woods and I need to make a 400 or 500 shot, or 500-yard shot, then I definitely want to have something capable. And like I said, with that ballistic capability, you know, 18 inches gives that powder a lot more time to burn off, especially if you're using, you know, I like to use 77 grain out of this when I throw my Huxworks on. I was shooting pretty damn good at 200 yards the other day with it, and that's the furthest I've ever really been able to bring it out since I actually finished this build up. But why would you want an 18-inch AR was the question. Because they're awesome. I mean, why else would you? And then when you get a Noveske, you know, you're getting some of the best accuracy you can get in an AR-15 platform, I would say. I mean, I speak that well, John Noveske. Noveske, man, was a beast of what he did. That being said, this is my sniper rifle, my DMR, my SPR. This is what I want to be in the middle of the woods with and locked in with, in case I'm dealing with multiple people trying to come at me and I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be anywhere near them if that's possible. And like I said, this is going to fit those who don't live in urban environments, who live out in the middle of the mountains, who live out in the plains, who have seriously long shots to consider. And if you have all these long shots to consider, then you definitely need some length. Length does matter, guys. It just depends what you're trying to do with it. Like I said, I'm only taking not even like 50-yard shots here. So, I mean, if I do need it though, I have it at my, you know, availability. Now, if you're just average, like most of us around here, you know, a bunch of average type people, you kind of want something that could do it all. I did have a dot up here, but my dumb self bought the easy adjustable turrets on my Night Force, and now you can't see the dot too well. So this is my LMT. It's a 13.9 inch. I haven't acquired a Surefire cam for it yet. I don't want to unpin it and pin a Huxworks one on there. I would rather just buy a Surefire RC2 Mini probably. That's probably the route that I'm going to go on this. But again, what is a general purpose rifle? This rifle I can trust to take me in and out of a vehicle, take me in and out of CQB, or with a nice LPVO, now it can take me out to easy 600 yards. Easy, I would say. This optic, it's all about the shot after that. With a gun like this and the optic like this, it's definitely all about your shot, but don't suck. I suck, but don't suck. Now, what makes this a general purpose rifle? I would say you want something in between. Like I said, you got length over here, you got the small guy. Why would I want this over that for a general purpose rifle? I mean, sit there and you look at them, this one's a little bit longer but not too much longer. I get a little more ballistic capability like we were speaking about earlier. Definitely worth thinking about if you live in an urban environment, that maybe like New Orleans or the outskirts of New Orleans, to where you might need to hit the swamp really quick and get out of an urban environment, and then now you're in a freaking wooded place, a swamp or whatever. You want something with a little more capability. I would say this is going to be what I recommend building if you only have one gun. If you're only going to have one, you want something that can do it all. You don't want something that's short and sweet or long and unpleasant. Instead, you definitely want something that's right in the middle, that can do it all. This one being a do-all, I like to have a light on all my rifles, even if it's long range, close range, whatever. You definitely have to have a light, because what if you're in the dark? What if you're at night and an intruder breaks in? You need to identify them. Make sure you have a light. Sights are important. You need to have a decent sight. You don't have to have a Night Force, but you need to have something that you could hook to in the mud. Well, not gonna shoot that one right away. Definitely want something that you know will take the hype and take a beating if needed, because this is your general purpose rifle. This has to get you to safety and get your family to a loadout drop or whatever else you may find off in this, you know, catastrophic world we're seeing today. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to go into brief explanation of these three builds and why I think they would be better. I think this is going to be best for, you know, anyone first getting a gun. You don't have to go 13.9, you can go 14.5 or 12.5 maybe. I wouldn't go that low, or you'd probably just jump back into that category. But I definitely think that it's a good thing to think about where you live, how you look out your window. Like I said, what is around you, what kind of scenario may you be in. Main thing is, guys, train. Get out and use whatever the hell you bought. I don't care if it's a Palmetto State Armory, just a little $500 AR. As long as you get some ammo and you put it down range, you're probably more adept than 90% of the world. So make sure you get out and use whatever you build. These are just some considerations. Like I said, I don't know it all. I don't know much. I just am an avid gun guy who does a lot of research and tries to think what can give me the best and most advantage in a shitty situation.